I'm sorry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Saturday morning. Where's my Saturday morning crew, guys? Wake up. Roll call announcing everybody and anybody who's online with us. My name is Mark, and welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. And we do this each and every Saturday when we're coherent and bring you cartoons that you grew up with. And today I have with me, as each and every show, our lovely co-host. There's Rose, there's Jerome. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Wait a minute. Alrighty, okay. I didn't think you guys had your mics on. You know, you scare me when you're waving and not talking at the same time. Man, this has been a crazy week, ladies and gentlemen. We had we have 4 assignments for this week, and we have done all 4 and succeeded and with success. And last night was the last of our assignments before we got to our regular shows. Shut up. You guys can't hear this, can you? Got it. Okay, I muted my own. Anyway, so last night on Classic Television SmackDown, Rose honored Dawn Wells of Gilligan Island fame. And we had the honor earlier in the week of interviewing Bob Denver's widow, Dreama
I am so
Denver.
upset that I missed that interview.
We are too.
It was wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved what you guys showed. It was fabulous.
We had a great time interviewing her earlier in the week, and then the show itself, went off without a hitch and was just utterly fantastic. And man, we've just had some great shows. My other show, Mark Knows Everybody, the debut show of that went off incredibly well, better than I expected. We are on a freaking roll, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to everybody who's popping up. Hey, Brian. So there's a few other issues, housekeeping issues that we need to discuss before we go on to our regularly scheduled programming. And I need to get a camera on a tripod. I need to put my, stop using a laptop camera, because I really need to see my boobs. Okay, just saying.
Wait a minute. The wife
I don't want to see your boobs.
The wife says this has gotten smaller.
Oh,
that's
really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good for you.
Congratulations.
I'm down to 227. I started at 236 when I started the diet. So.
Oh, that's great.
I honestly had no idea that babies reduce themselves during pregnancy.
Apparently so.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So we got our next shows coming up for next week. Of course, next week's Saturday Morning Cartoons, and of course next Wednesday, I think. What do you?
I'm trying to point at you. It's you. It's your
show. It's your show next week.
You guys can never do this right. I can't.
No.
I got it now. It's his. It's his show. It's his show.
You know what? Yeah, the Brady Bunch is cracking up right now because look at those idiots. They don't even know where they are.
Yeah, do you know how long they practice that? I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. I want to announce that we're going to go ahead.
How about that? Is that better, Mark?
I can't even see myself doing that.
I can do Rose. Hi, Rose. How are you?
Rose, I'm over here. Rose, I'm over here. Okay. I'm crushing your head. Okay. Anyway, so back to silly seriousness. Okay. So we got new guests for next week. I think next Wednesday we're going to do my good friend Al. Going Back, I think his name is, a Native American horror author. He'll be on next week, as well as my God, Brian, what's Nicole's last name? It's Nicole Marie. Nicole Marie, who is a teacher, she will be. Yes, she will be our guest as well during that show.
No. You don't need to know her last name. It's kind of like Madonna, Nicole.
Nicole.
Prince,
exactly.
Nicole. There you go. Yeah.
Prince, Cher, Hitler, Nicole. Yes. Okay, I get it now. Okay. So she'll be on. Hello, Odie. How come I don't see?
I think I sent them a package one time, just like Brian and Nicole.
Exactly. Sonny and Cher, Brian and Nicole.
I'm really upset that I can't see all these responses. I see people.
Here, let me show off my mug. I love this mug. My friend Kelly got me this mug. I love this mug.
Oh, you've been mugged?
Look at the mug.
Oh, you're just laying around, huh? Get it?
Oh.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Anyway,
You're a slave to the facts.
Oh man, I don't have a comeback because my brain's working hard. Guys, if you enjoy Saturday morning cartoons and you think you have cartoons that you'd be interested,
did Rose lock up?
Yeah, she did. Oh, great! I gotta stare at that. Okay, yeah. Good job, Rose. Way to lock up, Rose. Saturday morning crew, thank you guys. I see all you guys. Good morning, Odie. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, all the cartoon crews. People are popping in like, yeah, that's going to be a fantastic show for Owl going back. It's going to be fantastic. I agree with you on that. These shows will be awesome. Yep. Way to support your partner there, Brian. And yes, it will be awesome. Guys, once again, if you want to be a host on Saturday morning cartoons, think of a cartoon that you remember when you were growing up, and it's your responsibility to put that show together. I'll do all the legwork for you, but you need to just put together a script, a program for that show, and give us a holler and pop on. Yep, much like Jerome is ready to do today. We'll wait for Rose to pop that crappy internet she has there, man. Good grief.
I think we ought to do a Kickstarter to get Rose better internet.
Yeah, I'm wondering, how do we do that? Because she's subjected to whoever her provider is in that area.
Her local provider is horrible.
Yeah, that's going to really suck. We'll wait for her to pop back in. But in the meantime, guess whose turn is it this morning for Saturday morning cartoons, or this week for Saturday morning cartoons? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he's sitting right to your right or to your left, if your eyes in the back of your head. I don't know. But we got Jerome Connor. Jerome Connor is going to be doing Earworm themes and songs. And Jerome, to be honest with you, I had to read that 3 times to understand what the hell you were talking about. Earworms. Okay. Yes. Is there actually such a thing as earworms?
Yes, there is. Earworms is now a recognized. You can't get a sound, you can't get a phrase, a speech. Usually, it's related to songs. You can't get it out of your head all day. You're singing or humming it all day, and it's stuck in your head. That's known as an earworm. All
righty. Well, that's what we're talking about this morning is earworms. And Jerome, why don't you go ahead and start off, and we'll wait until he gets back in. Go ahead.
So as you just heard me talk about earworms, okay, these are the theme songs that by the end of the show today, you are going to be humming them. You're going to be singing them under your breath. It's going to be stuck in your head all freaking day long.
I already want to smack you. I already want to smack you.
Okay. Now, the joy of these is these are really good songs. They're ones that we remember. Why? Because they're that earworms type song. The moment you hear it, you have a visual in your head of the opening or even the episodes. And these are the ones that are great, but they do get stuck in your head. So we know them, we love them, we can't live without them. But of course, we do want to take the cheese grater to our brains to get them out of our head. Maybe an ice pick in the ear. Now, just so you know, these songs have been extensively tested by the Saturday morning cartoon crew and the MBL Entertainment staff. And they were also tested on a certain company that begins with a big A that delivers packages to your house. As a matter of fact,
Atlas,
a couple of
Atlas. You're talking about Atlas.
I was thinking of a river in the
Arizona,
South America.
Arizona,
South America.
Arizona? No, that's
Arizona's not South America.
Monkey
butt.
Monkey butt. Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, so you're gonna be humming these. You're gonna be singing these. But the thing is this: you may not be singing the entire theme song. You may just get a section of that song stuck in there, and you're just in a perpetual loop, like somebody forgot to knock the needle on the record. Okay. You may be even singing the wrong lyric. People do that all the time, but they've got the tune in their head. Okay. But either way, you're going to be these songs will be in your head. I guarantee it. Okay.
I'm going to kill you.
Thank you. It's a good thing you're in Florida and I'm in Massachusetts.
I love TV theme songs, and I am actually a pro. I remember one real quick, not to hijack the show or anything, but real quick, long time ago, we were in a convention lobby, and one of the guests brought his boombox down, and and his laptop, and he had 2,000 2,000. I don't know if there ever is that many, but 2,000 pieces of music on his laptop. Majority of them were theme songs, and we played Name That Tune. Guess who was answering crap in 2 or minus notes?
Rose?
No.
Oh, you. Okay.
You're so funny.
You know, there was what started me on this many years ago, back in the 90s, is there was an album that came out called TV's Greatest Hits. And it was a double record set, and they had all these theme songs that for the first time you actually got them on vinyl. And it was a huge success, the album. And they did a second and a third one. And guess who has both for all versions of them? I even, buy, most of my record collection is soundtracks.
Yeah.
So this has, been some, and you will appreciate this, Mark. Remember answering machines, right? You'd say something in it. Not me. I put on the record, put the answering machine near the speaker, and I started it. So when you called my number, when you got the machine, you started with the Johnny Quest theme music.
Oh my God. I was just about to say.
And then it faded out. And then I did the You've Reached Your Own Connor thing. And then I faded it back up. And then with the beat. So
I was about to say I hang up on people like you, but you said Johnny Quest. So I would finish listening through all of that. So that's pretty cool.
Johnny Quest. I did, a whole mess of, different theme musics. Did the Mission Impossible music,
Yeah, Cheryl said the worst is waking up at 3 a.m. with a tune stuck in your head and can't get it out.
Thank you. Cheryl now knows the value of an earworm. That is exactly what it is. 3 a.m. in the morning, you got that song. And the only way to get rid of it is you got to play another song.
That doesn't always work. Did you ever see that episode of I forget what the name of it, but they did a whole show about that on the regular show. Yeah,
right. But it depends upon what song you're using for the overwrite. Okay, because that's basically what you're doing. You're overwriting the song. Okay, so anyway, all right. So this one came out in the 1960s, but was incredibly popular in the late 70s and early 80s. We've sung it here on this show. Peter Fernandez, who did the voices of the lead character on the show, is responsible for rearranging this Japanese anime show. He gave it the English words, and so why don't you go ahead and play clip number 1?
Here comes Speed Racer, he's a demon on wheels. He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5. And when the odds are against him and there's dangerous work to do, bet your life, Speed Racer, see it through. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go! He's up and flying as he guns a car around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never coming back. Adventure's waiting just ahead. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go! Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!
Along.
Yeah.
Is it over? Is it over? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. And here's the thing. You walk away from the show right now, and I guarantee you that song is in your head for the rest of the day. Okay?
Man, all I want to say is Spritle.
Now the beauty of this is that and by the way, I got a Haley Rust here on ours. I love planting earworms.
Yes, Haley. Oh yeah, girl. I agree. Welcome, Leonard. I'm assuming that really is your last name, but I would never call you a pig. Okay, I'm just saying. Welcome, and I love Bionic 6. And yes, I love that song. I
haven't seen Bionic 6 in like 10, 15 years. I'm going to have to.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love that show.
Haley's never seen says never seen that cartoon. I'm assuming that referring to Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
Oh, my Lord.
Either Speed Racer or Bionic 6. I don't know which one she's talking about. So
I have not seen Bionic 6.
Oh,
yes.
Bionic 6. You have to actually watch the first episode to really get what's going on.
That's
After
right.
that, you can watch any of the other episodes.
Agreed.
Okay. Now, the next one, my wife was humming this one last night. So I know it's a good ear one. Yes. Okay. Oh. This was written, this one was written by Hoyt Curtin, who was basically the
Hoyt Curtin. Oh my God, he's my hero.
Wrote most of the Hanna-Barbera songs. Okay,
he did Flintstones, mainly known for Johnny Quest.
Right, but what was beauty about this was who sang this one. Okay, this was the first time you had a real known singer do a theme song. Scatman Crothers, who did the voice later on, is a known, what they call scat singer from the 1930s and 40s.
Right.
And very popular. His career had basically taken a dive down. And then thanks to this and the Blues Brothers and some other stuff, his career came back. So go ahead and run number 2, please. And you're all going to love this.
Who is this superhero? Sarge? No. Rosemary, the telephone operator? No. Henry, the mild-mannered janitor?
Could be. Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the human eye. He's got style, a groovy smile, and a vibe that just won't stop. When the going gets rough, he's super tough with a Hong Kong Phooey chop. Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the human eye. Chicka-chong, chicka-chong, chicka-chaka, chicka-chong, chicka-chong, in the bow, wow, wow. Hong Kong Phooey, fanrific.
You can stop it now. Oh, Mark was busy. No wonder it ran long. Mark was doing his own version of Hong Kong Phooey.
Sorry. Sorry about that. I phooeyed out.
But as you heard, I mean, it is very, it's very repetitious. It has very simple words, and I guarantee you that song gets stuck in your head like nobody's business. As
a kid, I love that song. I love that show, man. That was a great show.
And Scatman Crothers singing it adds just, I mean, if you were to put like any other 70s singer, would not have the earworm capability that it does. The voice that you hear, it every time you hear that song, you immediately put a visual in your head. You
don't want to know what kind of visual I have in my head, because I really love that secretary they had in the office.
Mark, I want to know. I want to know what sort of filing cabinet you have at work with that happening. Where you're jumping out like that.
This is only when my clients piss me off. Okay,
okay, there you go.
That cabinet. Okay.
By the way, side note: the chief there that they talked about was infamous for another TV show, and he was the actor on Car 54. Where are you?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, Gene Vanderpyle did the secretary, right?
Yes.
Wilma Flintstone.
Right. Yes. Wow. So, that's Go ahead.
So yeah, so Kong Kong Fooey, great music. Very much of the 1970s. You can tell by that song. Really got into that whole aspect of that time frame. If there was ever a cartoon that epitomized the mid 1970s, Hong Kong Fooey was pretty much it. You know.
Loved it.
All right. The next one is from the 1967. It was composed by Paul Francis Webster and Bob Harris. The original song was recorded at the RCA studios in Toronto, where the cartoon was done, and featured 12 Canadian Broadcasting Corporation vocalists, members of the Billy Van Singers and Laurie Bauer singers groups, who added to the background and supplied tracks to the. All right. The singers were paid only for the session and got no residuals. There was later a lawsuit concerning the residuals to this song. Okay. All right. So this song became so popular, it was used in the credits of the first version of the film of this show. So go ahead and run that
clip.
Song. Yeah.
Oops. Where is it?
Number 3.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big hang-up. Wherever there's a hang-up, you'll find the Spider-Man.
What a great theme. I used to watch that before I went to school in the morning growing up. Great show.
Yep. And here's the thing. Yeah, we see you shooting your web shooters there, Mark. Okay, thank you. Mark's really getting into today's show, as you can see.
Oh, yeah,
man.
That's really great.
And
I love
that's
these
the thing
things.
is that song just, I mean, you walking down the street, especially if you're walking down the street of a big city with big towering buildings. I guarantee you that song comes to your head and you start humming that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And in the credits of the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man film, it was there. And thank God, you know. Now, I'm going to give another shout out to an album that came out in the 1990s called Saturday Morning Cartoons. Okay, where certain indie bands did covers to Saturday Morning Cartoon songs.
Oh, cool.
The Ramones did this one.
Oh,
okay.
I love the Ramones.
I've heard that
hear
one.
that.
Yeah,
I love to hear that.
I've been to a couple of their concerts, and I want to thank Theron Ware for taking me to those concerts. Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. But yeah, Spider-Man, no matter where you were, if you start humming that, it is there for the rest of the day. Okay. You know, and like Mark, you're thinking about putting that web shooter up in the sky as you're doing that. Okay.
Yes.
Hang on a second here. I just got to check something to make sure it's not. Okay. The wife is sending me score reports of the game that Gwen is playing in her soccer game today.
Cool.
They're winning.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right. So the next one, the wife has said, thank God she's at Gwen's soccer game, because if she heard this one, she would have to kill me. Okay. Now
I agree. I'm going to kill you for bringing this up.
All right. So this one is a Dan Hoyt did this one. Okay. But it also started. This is a worldwide theme for this franchise. Ironically, it superseded the Dutch version, which was originally for this cartoon. I'm not even going to tell you the song or the whatever. Just run clip number 4 and
yeah,
start
because
eating the ear box.
I really want to get through this. Okay,
Yeah,
I really want to get through this one.
Get the ice picks into your ears now.
I'm starting
There you
now,
go.
just so you know.
La 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 la, sing a happy song. La 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 la, Smurf the whole day long.
Smurf along with me. Simple as can be.
Next time you're feeling blue, just let a smile begin. Happy things will come to you.
So smurf yourself a grin.
Ooh, I hate Smurfs. I'll get you. I'll get all of you if it's the last thing I ever do.
La 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 la, now you know the tune. You'll be smurfing soon.
I never knew that song had lyrics.
Surprise!
But you know, in the 80s, that song would be in your brain all the time.
This is why you have the cheese grater going across your brain.
See, Mark was already older, okay? But I grew up watching this show, okay? This was a Saturday morning staple for a very long time.
Yes, it was.
Even
This
though
show ran-
my friends and I made fun of it, okay? That was a show we made fun of. But it was but you know, you still watched it anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And
And
again,
you
like
wanted Gargamel to win, and he never won. And you wanted Azrael to eat the Smurfs, and he never did. They came close, but not quite. But yes, yep.
Are you done? Are you done?
The lyrics are.
Are you done? Are you done? My God. Move on, Jerome.
All right. Well, thank you, Rose, for that. I appreciate that insight. That was good. Can you kill this picture, please?
Oh, I forgot that picture was. No. Suffer. You did this to us.
It doesn't bother me at all, but it kind of ruins for the next song.
We are returning a favor. I don't care. This is staying up for the rest of the entire show. Okay. So.
All right. So the next one was arranged and produced by Robert Welch with lyrics by Chester Stover, W. Watts Biggers, Treadwell Covington, and Joseph Harris. All right. The original song was sang by Robert Regini. I can never pronounce names. I'm horrible. And apparently what happened was he was a struggling singer in New York when they did it. He got a job singing for this new TV series. He went into the studio thinking ODO, which I don't know what that means. It's the studio ODO on West 54th Street, sang as part of a backup group doing the oohs and ahs, and then quickly sang the theme song over the track and left. He got $50 for this. Okay. No contract, just here's $50. Here you go. Have a nice day, and walked out the door. And he wasn't even a SAG member, so he was happy to get it. It wasn't until he heard it year after year after year, and then he became realizing how much he really got shortchanged for that song. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and run clip number 5.
When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear and fight for all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for underdog, 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 underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who love or plunder. Underdog, when in this world the headlines read of those whose hearts are filled with greed, who rob and steal from those who need to right this wrong with blinding speed, goes underdog, 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 underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. heroes of both far and near for underdog. 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 Speed of lightning. Roar of thunder. Fighting over. Thunder. Underdog. Underdog. Underdog.
Okay, so as you can see, there were 3 separate openings.
Yes,
Okay.
there were.
All right, so Underdog, the first real superhero that took methamphetamines. That was the super energy pill. Very popular in the theme of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Like I said, you're gonna be humming the Underdog all day. You won't be singing the words, I guarantee you. You'll be humming that theme music, the music all day. You know. Any thoughts, guys?
No,
the criminals creeped me out. Okay, when I was a kid, they creeped me out.
I love Simon Bar Sinister.
Yep.
You know?
Simon Bar Sinister was freaking awesome old pedophile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this one is one of Mark's favorites. Okay. This was written by Mac David and Jerry Livingston. This song has a long and great tradition of vaudeville. It has been parodied and loved over the years. So why don't you just run clip number 6 and let's get right into it.
Oh, I already started playing in my head, buddy.
I know
You're
you
late.
did. I know you did. See, that's the problem.
You are late. I'm actually at the end now, so let's hear it again.
No more rehearsing and nursing a part. We know every part by heart. Overture, curtain lights. This is it. We'll hit the heights. And oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show. This is it. Tonight, what heights we'll hit. On with the show. This is it.
You only saw my forehead going up and down like that.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah,
It is awesome stuff. Yes.
There's belief, but nobody can confirm it, that Jim Henson was inspired by this, and that's how you got the Muppet opening also, because it's very similar.
I can see that. I can see that.
I can too.
Now,
absolutely.
Now, when they did the walk across with the cast, there's one certain character missing that's famous. Do you know who was missing out of that lineup?
Elmer Fudd?
Elmer Fudd? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How about that's all, folks.
Oh, Porky Pig wasn't in that?
No, he's always at the end though. He was at the end of that show.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually notice that.
Yeah, and they actually used and if you go to Wikipedia, they got a list of the legacies, and a number of shows actually used variations of this theme as a part of their intro. And like I said, as a kid, I sang that song so often.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that song inside and out, and it got stuck in my head like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, man, I mean, there is even a part of Bugs Bunny, one of the cartoons that was shown on Bugs Bunny that was vaudeville based as well, that stuck in my head. I'll give you a few bars, okay? Oh, we're the boys of chorus. We hope you like our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we got to go. All right, you didn't help that at all, Jerome. I just let you know.
Neither did you.
Okay, I'm just letting you know, okay?
But yeah, that was one of those from the 70s also. Incidentally, this show saved the Warner Brothers animation department from being closed.
Great.
Really?
Yeah. So there was lots of originality in that show too. All right.
Cool.
Now this is one that Rose talked a bit about during one of her shows. And so this one was written and composed by Sammy Lerner in 1933 for a Flesher cartoon and became forever associated with this character. Okay, and we'll talk some more about it on the other side. So go ahead and run clip number 7.
I Popeye the Sailor Man. I Popeye the Sailor Man. I sprung to the
kazookas? What hates all palookas? What ain't on the up and square? I fix 'em and box 'em and always outrocks 'em and none of 'em gets nowhere. If anyone dares to risk my fist, it's buff and it's wham, understand? So keep good behavior, that's your one lifesaver with Popeye the Sailor Man. Sing along with me, everybody. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye the Sailor Man. I am what I am, and that's all what I am. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm one top kazookas, what hates all palookas, what hates on the ups, that's where. Boy, I bips 'em and bops 'em and always outroughs 'em, but none of 'em get nowhere. Now if anyone dares to risk my fist, it's buff and it's wham, understand? So keep good behavior, it's your one lifesaver with Popeye the Sailor Man. Oh, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I ain't be spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Okay, you can kill it now. And there you go. Even the words provided today. Now, the toot song, the tooting there became affiliated also with him, and no matter what happened, it was always Popeye. That was Popeye's theme for basically for the rest of time, for over 100 years now, almost 100 years. Any thoughts, guys?
Well, that is a song that's iconic as well. I mean, as old as the cartoon was. When we first started, I mean, it started in the 30s and 40s. By the time in the 40s, but by the time we got reruns of it, you know, we were kids, and that was really one of the first things we saw on television was Popeye the Sailor. So that's probably the longest theme I think that's in my head going on. How about you?
What I loved about this clip is that they had the sing-along lyrics, so you could actually see.
Yeah, follow the bouncing ball. I forgot all about that. That used to be a thing.
Yeah, it was very much a thing. There's a whole series of cartoons that did the sing-along, follow the bouncing balls or whatever. And what's beauty about this is that it's you can sing it, you know parts of it, but this is all very much the slang of the 1930s. You know, very Brooklyn almost.
I am what I am.
Yeah,
and that's all that I am.
And again, notice you say that, and everyone thinks Popeye. You say spinach, you do the toot, and but this song gets stuck in people's heads because they start humming it down. And when you hear that you know, whatever that opening thing, people think sailors.
Right, you know? And never knock a skinny chick. I'm just protecting all the freaking telephone poles.
With the tentacle arms?
Yeah, the telephone poles that are walking our streets as we speak. They are very sexy, intelligent women, okay?
Right, tentacle arms and legs. Don't forget, you know? No bones in those arms and legs. I want you to notice that, you know? All right.
You know, Shelley Duvall was born.
Oh my God. I listen to the Popeye soundtrack all the time, and I listen to specifically the songs that she sang in that. She's cute.
You notice that when Robin Williams did that role, how he did the speaking from the side of his mouth?
Yes, he did.
He had to actually go and learn that, and he had to, and basically that stuck with him for the rest of his career, and he did a lot of that speaking from the side of his mouth after that film on a lot of his other films.
Yeah, I'll bang you on your head. Oh, you think you can get me too, right? Oh.
Yeah, he had to go learn that, and it said it took about 3 to 6 months to learn how to do that properly.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, again, the theme song gets stuck in your head. Popeye, you know, it's one of those that, you know, you could hum that and walk down the street all day, and you know, it's there. Now, these next two are the ones that get stuck in my head. Okay, yeah, this last one, the first one here was done by Bob Dorif, sung by Jack Sheldon, Terry Morrill, and Mary Sue Berry. This was a very 1970s. I guarantee you will be singing it. It was the most popular of this group of songs. Go ahead and run number 8, please.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, how's that function?
I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done.
Conjunction, junction, what's their function?
I got and, but, and, or. They'll get you pretty far. And that's an additive like this and that. But that's sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's or. O-R. When you have a choice like this or that. And, but, and, or get you pretty far.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up 2 boxcars and making them run right. Milk and honey, bread and butter, peas and rice.
Hey, that's nice.
Dirty but happy, digging and scratching, losing your shoe and a button or 2. He's poor but honest, sad but true. Boo-hoo!
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up 2 cars to 1 when you say something like this. Choice, either now or later, or no choice. Neither now nor ever.
Hey, that's clever.
Eat this or that, grow thin or fat. Never mind, I wouldn't do that, I'm fat enough now.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up phrases and clauses that balance like out of the frying pan and into the fire. He cut loose the sandbags, but the balloon wouldn't go any higher. Let's go up to the mountains or down to the seas. You should always say thank you or at least say please.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses in complex sentences like in the mornings when I'm usually wide awake, I love to take a walk through the gardens and down by the lake where I often see a duck and a drake. And I wonder as I walk by just what they'd say if they could speak. Although I know that's an absurd thought.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up cars and making them function.
Conjunction, junction, how's that function?
I like tying up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, watch that function.
I'm gonna get you there if you're very careful.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I'm going to get you there if you're very careful.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I'm going to get you there if you're very careful.
Okay, so in the 1990s they did Schoolhouse Rock, but for most of the 70s and 80s, this Conjunction Junction was the symbol of Schoolhouse Rock. Okay, this was the most popular and most played song of the Schoolhouse Rock music. Okay, this song got stuck in your head. The only other one that got played more often was "I'm Just a Bill," but it didn't get stuck in your head like Conjunction Junction did. Okay. This Conjunction Junction thing has been used all over the world in various forms. One of my favorite news shows, the Rachel Maddow Show, she uses a form of it as part of one of her closing pieces. This, like I said, you don't get all the things. You just keep saying the Conjunction Junction part in your head. You know, so you might add the and, but, nor, but it's stuck in your head. I guarantee it. You know. Mark, you're looking smug. What do you have to say?
No, I'm just waiting for you.
Go for it.
I'm just waiting for you. No. It's Schoolhouse Rock. I brought up. We did a show on Schoolhouse Rock. That's just how as much of an image is engraved in my upbringing. There are a lot of Schoolhouse Rock songs that I like, and I literally listen and watch it at work often because they're just songs on there that is just not just incredibly performed, but had a lot of value to it in its message. So that it's Schoolhouse Rock, as well as Conjunction Junction. You know, along with it, it's part of my childhood. It'll never go away. You know.
What's funny is in the late '80s, some of the guys, I think it was Jack Sheldon, went on tour and did these songs, all the Schoolhouse Rocks.
Okay,
confession. Them, right?
I bought a ticket. I went to our local Philharmonic Theater where Schoolhouse Live was performing. So
there you go.
I actually Odie and I went, and it was great. It did a great job.
So
can I share a quick Schoolhouse Rock?
Absolutely.
Okay, Schoolhouse Rock is still prevalent in schools today. My friend Stephanie's daughter, Brianna, I think she might be in the 2nd or 3rd grade. I'm not sure which one, but because of COVID, they can't do the stage plays. But they decided to do Schoolhouse Rock Junior. They practiced over Zoom. They've filmed the parts, and they're going to put it together like a movie to show at the end of the school year.
Yeah.
And so that's I'm hoping I get to see some of it. I saw some of the shots of it. It looks really cool. So I just want to, it's still such a big deal today. And I remember she came to the office and her mom was showing her, Conjunction Junction, and she loves watching all those, so it's still big with kids.
Yeah, I showed it to Gwen last year, especially Conjunction Junction, to help her during some of her writing stuff. And she was all excited to watch it. She loved it. She was humming Conjunction Junction all day. Okay. My ex-wife used it with a high school freshman back in the mid-90s. Unfortunately, some parents, have sticks up their keisters and didn't quite understand the value and complained about it. But the kids loved it and they learned from it. Okay. So, yeah, great song. And like I said, guarantee you, Conjunction Junction is going to be stuck in your head. If you walk away right now, you will be humming that song all day long. All right, now this is the one that kills me every time. I get this song stuck in my head for days, not just one day, but weeks. I'm humming this song. And I even made a note of it to one of the leads on it when I was talking to him. Okay. All right. So go ahead and run this number 9. All right.
Let me make this announcement real quick right now. And I know we are blocked on some platforms right now. Mainly Disney just put up a dispute and someone else just put up a dispute. So we are broadcasting over a number of different platforms. So guys, you can find us other places if you can't hear or listen. I mean, they may not be able to hear this message. So hopefully you'll be able to move over. That's all I need to say. All right. So let's go ahead and play your next clip, which I know you like.
It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax, you'll laugh when you can laugh. We're Animaniacs. Come join the Warner Brothers
and the Warner Sister Dot.
Just for fun, we run around the Warner movie lot. They lock us in the tower whenever we get caught. But we break loose and bend the moves, and now you know the plot. We're Animaniacs. Dot is cute and Yakko yaks. Wacko packs away the snacks while the Clinton plays the sax. We're Animaniacs. Meet Pinky and the Brain who wants to rule the universe. With letters brought together, Slappy whacks them with her purse. Button says it's Mindy while Rita sings a verse. The writer's script, we have no script, why bother to rehearse? We're Animaniacs. We have pay-for-play contracts. We're zany to the max, there's baloney in our slacks. We're Animaniacs, totally insane.
Here's a show's namey.
Animaniacs, those are the facts.
I get that song stuck in my head for weeks. The funny thing. Okay.
Go ahead, Jerome. I'm sorry.
So, like I said, I get that song stuck in my head for weeks on end.
Yes.
In the series' first season, they won an Emmy for Best Song. This one, okay. Tom Ruger wrote the lyrics, and Richard Stone composed the title music. Now, Animaniacs has a song in every single episode. Okay, they hired a dozen composers for this series when it started back in the 90s. And when I was looking at the Earworm songs, 3 other songs came up from this show also that I thought about using. One is Pinky and the Brain, the theme to Pinky and the Brain. The other is The Nations of the World, or the United States Songs and Capitals. Okay?
Yes.
The States and Capitals songs. Because I guarantee you, those 3 songs will also get stuck in your head, but this is the one that really gets stuck in your head even more so. Okay. If you haven't heard The States or The Nations of the World, go listen to it. I guarantee you'll be humming those songs all day also. Okay. You guys have anything you want to add to this?
I do.
Please.
The ending of that song for the opening theme song is always different. Okay.
Yes, it is.
And back in the 90s when this was out, I was a huge fan of China Beach. And one time at the end, it was like totally zany, Dana Delaney, and I just went nuts because I love Dana Delaney. So it always sticks in my head now, you know. So yeah, this song is a keeper. I love that show, and that song's
Yeah,
great.
they were very topical. They have come back on Hulu for a new version of it. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things.
I think Rachel watched it. I think she liked it.
Okay, so yeah. All right, so the next one is one of Mark's favorite. I know he likes it. He talks about it every so often. They made a live action movie of this cartoon. So just we'll talk about it on the other side. So roll clip number 10.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch out for that tree. George of the jungle lives a life that's free. Watch out for that tree. When he gets in the scrape, he makes his escape with the help of his friend, an 888. Then away he'll schlep on his elephant ship, while Fella and Ursula stay in step. Well, George of the jungle, friend to you and me. Watch out for that tree. Watch out for that tree. George of the jungle, friend to you and me.
Okay, real quick, Jerome, before you start, real quick, thank you folks who have actually made it back. If I look a little distracted, it's because I've been answering all the disputes that Jerome seemed to have violated through this show. So I've been writing letters as you have been doing this show, and I've gotten 3 out, and they're all from Disney. Disney seems to be pissed off with us right now. Yeah, they're all Disney. Wow. So don't worry, I put in the dispute. And I just noticed that Dennis was able to respond. So we are obviously back on if we've been forgiven that quickly.
Maybe they know that I'm a shareholder at Disney. So maybe that helps.
Well, no, I think it's what I wrote.
I'm not sure you can do that on a public show.
It has nothing to do with you, but I've just covered your butt. Okay, so I don't know if they liked it because I really put some slobbery stuff in that letter. These letters I just wrote. So
you're the professional.
it looks like we're good. We're good, I guess. So go back to George of the Jungle because I have a few things to say about that when you're done.
Well, all right. So this one was Sheldon Allman worked with Stan Worth to co-write this one, and quite frankly, I never saw the live action, and I'm blanking on the name of the actor who was in it.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, right? I never saw the Brendan Fraser film because at the time Brendan Fraser was doing those really stupid comedies. And I didn't think too highly of him until he did The Mummies. And then I started going back and watching his stuff because the man could act.
It's you got to start somewhere.
Right. And it's a shame some of the crap that went on in his life after some of these films he did. But he's making a comeback. So we're rooting for Brendan Fraser. But this was, this sticks in your song simply for the watch out for that tree part.
Yeah.
It's got a simple beat to it. So that's how come you remember it,
Well,
this is one of those songs we sang on the playground. Okay,
there you go.
Yeah, I think someone wants to kill you. So read this, please. And this is why I don't have children. Okay.
Is this from Garrett or is this from Sage?
I think it's from Garrett.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's got to be from Garrett. Yeah, because I know.
That's Sage.
Oh, is that from Sage? Yes, that is from Sage. George of the Jungle, Me to Death. Remind me that when I'm over your house, Sage, that I play this in person for you. I'm sure you will appreciate that. So, yeah. I love George of the Jungle. Okay, what I was going to say was the originality of George of the Jungle because it was just a goofy Tarzan movie. Yes. And the fact that they named his girlfriend which so happened to be twins, I think, right?
Yeah.
Fella and Fella. He called one of his girlfriend Fella, and the elephant was. Somebody help me with this. The elephant's name was both.
I have to go look up the lyrics again.
I just enjoyed the names. I'm just blanking out. I didn't say I had your back, Sage. I said I was going to play the drumming when I'm over your house. So, okay, if you want that, you got it. But anyway, go ahead.
It's Elephant Shep.
Shep, of course.
Fella and Ursula.
Fella and Ursula. Yes. What was the gorilla's name?
Abe.
Ape.
An ape. An ape named Ape.
An ape named Ape. Yeah. Okay. Stupid me. I'm blanking out. Sorry. Tookie. Oh yeah, I remember that. The stupid bird. Tookie. All right. Good job, guys. Thank you. Good. Well, obviously we were back on. Go ahead, Jerome. You're doing a great job, man. I really like it.
All right. So there are obviously more songs out there, theme songs that will get stuck in your head, and we can do a part 2, and we more than likely will do a part 2 of.
Well, we need to, yeah.
We need to, yeah.
Because I completely, did not do the Flintstones intentionally.
Sure.
Okay.
Understandable.
There are other songs out there that are going to get stuck in your head forever. I mean, I had Electra Woman and Dyna Girl stuck in my head.
Yeah, that one will.
I think, in all honesty, you need to stop naming titles because the song immediately embeds itself into my brain. You can't see what I mean? You can't name titles, okay? Because automatically my brain just clicks on, and I'm no longer hearing you.
Okay. So there will be a part 2. We just don't know when yet. If you have something you want us to add to the part 2, let us know. I will start collecting titles and looking.
That's a great idea.
I've got one to send you.
Okay. Yes.
Don't say it.
Sage, just so you know, Animaniacs was considered an official spin-off of Tiny Toons.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of why it sounds similar. They were all done by the same people who worked on Tiny Toons, moved over to Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that this part of the show is over, we as a show want to pay tribute to somebody who passed this week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she was one of the great character actresses of children's television.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Hayes passed this week at, what was she, 94, was it?
94, 96, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Billy Hayes did one show for 17 episodes, and that role stuck with her for life. And that's the great role of Witchy Pooh from H.R. Puff and stuff. She did other roles. She was known for great Broadway, but this is what she was known for her entire life. And she had no problem with it. She loved the character. She talked about how much she loved it. And she also talked about how much kids loved it, and that made an impact in her life also, and she loved that. Okay. When she was on Bewitched, she was dressed as Witchy Pooh. The Paul Lynde Show, which, by the way, is a 70s variety show, Garrett. She showed up as Witchy Pooh. Okay.
I'm sorry. That was perfect.
That was a reference to last night's show.
That was perfect. All right.
Right on target. And if you watch it, she just so steals the scene. Every time she walks on, somebody could be doing something. She walks on and just grabs that scene with both hands, and it takes it on as her own. And this is a clip from the almost election of Witchy Pooh. I asked Mark to bring it in about 12 minutes and 16 seconds and run it till 13:33. This is Witchy Pooh is building a bomb, and she's trying to win the election, as she always does, by cheating. And she will be flying her incredible vroom broom, which we all loved, and we all want to fly. So go ahead and mark on that, please.
Witchy Pooh, they're all at the voting place. The polls open in a half hour.
Half hour? Orson, help me pour this stuff. Seymour, keep stirring.
You still haven't told us what you're making. Ooh, what is it?
The most evil spell I've ever brewed. Witchy Pooh Love Bomb. We have to fill it.
Witchy Pooh Love Bombs? I don't get it.
No, but they will. Take these up in the boom broom, and then pow! Bombs away! One with this gook, and they'll all be in my power. They'll adore me, they'll vote for me, and I'll be elected mayor. Puffin stuff for Mayor. We want puffin stuff. We want puffin stuff. Oh, Jimmy, this is great. It looks like puffin stuff can't lose now. All right, you dummies, vote for puffin stuff, will ya? Wait! I'll teach 'em. Keep bombing it, take cover! All right, bombs away!
So there you see what she really looked like versus the makeup.
I think she's very attractive.
Yeah.
In my personal taste, it's just a very attractive woman there.
I love the fact that she realized she knew she got typecast, but she accepted it because of the power of what it was. She was in Lidsville as the genie.
Yes.
And then she did a whole mess of, but she did a lot of theater. Okay, she walked away from television for a long time. She did a lot of theater, what they called back in the 70s dinner theater, and that's where she made a name for herself for a long time. But we as Saturday morning cartoons will miss our Witchy Poo and the fun that she gave us as children, and we're sad to see her go.
Absolutely, 100%.
You guys have any thoughts on Witchy Poo, Billy Hayes?
Well, she was very athletic, for God's sakes. I mean, each and every week she had to come in and basically run around, jump up in the air. And it's really interesting that I did see the theatrical rendition of Little Abner when she played Little Abner's mom. And it's like, wait, I see Witchy Poo in her mannerisms, watching her dressed up as little Abner's mom. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she you know what? She brought so much energy to that show, and I don't think H&R Puffin stuff would be it wouldn't be as remembered as well if it wasn't for her.
I agree.
Here's the thing. She went up against a whole lot of other actresses to get this role. I'm going to give you a guess. Who one of the other actresses that later went on to fame and fortune as a director in a show also was Penny Marshall.
I was going to
Penny Marshall.
Actually,
think about Penny Marshall as Witchy Poo.
With a New York accent.
I'm sorry, I just could not see Penny Marshall playing Witchy Poo.
Yeah. I can't either. That's really strange, but yeah.
I mean, that show would have been totally different,
It really would have, yes.
And that's the thing is I mean, and there was a theatrical release of H.R. Puffin stuff where Mama Kaz played one of the witches.
Yes.
And Billy Hayes had nothing nice to say about Mama Kaz.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and what she said was, but this is also where you find out that Witchy Poo's first name is Wilhelmina.
Oh yes, that's right,
Wilhelmina W. Witchy Poo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I still think she looks pretty freaking hot in this picture right here.
I love the fact that they made no attempt to hide the fact that it's a fake nose.
Well, I don't know how to kiss a woman like this because I don't know how to get past that nose.
You have to twist your head. It's kind of
twist my head. Okay, I see.
It's kind of like Cyrano de Bergerac,
Oh, I get it. Okay, all right.
I think all the production value went towards that nose for the show.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But I love the fact that they didn't put any makeup on the edges to hide the edges of it.
That's true.
That it's a fake nose, and I love that fact as a kid.
And you see, they blacked out her teeth on the sides there too. If you look at that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting.
So, but yeah, she's going to be missed. I think a lot of actors that deal with children and all that could learn a lot from her. She and there are stories of how gracious she was at signings where she met the fans.
Yeah.
And actors can get pretty nasty about getting typecast in certain roles.
Absolutely.
There's a certain few actors in the Star Trek world that are real nasty about it.
Yeah.
They don't realize the value that they gave.
Of course.
And so I think, like I said, I think she's going to be missed in a lot of ways.
Agreed.
Okay. And yes, Mike, the fake chin too. Yeah, we know. But the nose was what everybody saw.
Yeah, was there a fake chin there?
Yeah, yeah, you can see it down the bottom.
Yeah, it sure is. I thought it was just a tumor.
But yeah, so if you ever go watch HR Puffin Stuff. She is the reason to watch HR Puffin Stuff. More
Yes.
so than anyone else.
Yes. All right.
And that's my show for today, folks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jerome, let's give an applause for Jerome Connor here. Did another good show. We seem to be knocking him out of the park. Although I know what I'm going to be doing all day, humming. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to thank you for that. Thank you for a great show, but I'm not going to thank you for the damage that is left. So if you want, like I said, to be a part of this show, if you have a show that you want to share with your audiences, your friends, your family, whatever, come on and join us as a co-host. We will be glad, absolutely glad to have you. Remember, this is Saturday morning cartoons, so that's basically what we're sticking to is Saturday morning cartoons. So try to come up with something, anything that you think that's going to be pleasing to the brain. This was not, but I'm just telling you.
Hey, don't forget to pay our bills, will you?
Exactly. I was going to do that next.
Okay.
Anyway, so thank you for being a part of Saturday morning cartoons. And we're basically going to end with showing basically what Jerome was talking about, which is a clip. So we will see you guys. Whose turn is it next week?
Yours.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah, you got the next two. You got this show next week, and the week after that, you got the Friday show.
Yep.
Oh no, wait a minute. The week after, in 2 weeks, is Garrett, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's the Friday night show, though. Yes. That's correct. Okay. Hey, guys. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you for joining Saturday Morning Cartoons for another segment, and we will see you next weekend.
I'm GW Pomacher.
I'm Dina Marie.
I'm Sage Ia.
I'm Thomas Carter Rochester.
Hey, I'm David Thompson.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Mia.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Hey there, this is Dave Adams.
Hi, I'm Rosemary Rose.
Jerome Connor here.
Hey guys, it's Josh Bauer.
It's Willow Schuyler.
I'm Cosplay Michael.
I'm Brava.
It's your boy Country.
I'm Ryan Permison.
And I'd like to ask you guys, please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe to HWWS
Web TV.
Great bunch of people.
And don't forget to smash the bell.
Ring that bell.
Smash that bell.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell to be notified.
Hit the bell to get notified of new shows
and videos. You're going to want to do that, so do that soon.
So we can cross that 20,000 mark.
And get us to 100,000 subscribers.
To 1 million and 10 million and 100 million.
On HWWS
Web TV.
You really like it. I guarantee it.
Thank you.